Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Bakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. And to the Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. This is Ricky Smiley, the comedian. He also does the television show. And I actually like him as a comedian. Ricky Smiley is a funny guy. All right. But this is a video that a brother sent me who's, I don't know, he's got one of them bugged out God love everybody doctrine, the Negro only doctrine. I don't really deal with him like that. But he sent me this video. And I started listening to it. I only listened to the first 3 minutes of it. And it's saying, and the name of the video once again is called Saying What Someone Needs to Say. And the truth be said is that Ricky Smiley, you just need to shut the hell up and stick with comedy. You're not a prophet. You're a Greek, and you worship the woman. You can see that by the painting that's over his head with the woman, goddess pouring water or something over his head, and that's that Greek philosophy. The same Greeks. Matter of fact, let's grab a quick scripture. This is 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, and the 28th verse. All right, and it reads, "For my son Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, shall be revealed within those that be with him. Shall be revealed with those that be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years." So it's prophesied that 400 years, and this is during the Greek captivity, when the Israelites, was Ricky Smiley is a Hebrew Israelite, whether he really believes that, whether he knows it. I got a feeling that he knows. And so that 400 period year of Greek Hellenization, our people became completely and totally Greek and believed in Greek philosophies. And that's when you get to Acts 6:1, Acts 9:29, when it says that the Hebrews or the Greeks murmured against the Hebrews. They were all Hebrews, but the ones who were, because that word there, it shouldn't even they put Greek there or Grecian there on purpose to add confusion in those two scriptures. Because what it should have said was that they should have just said Hellenist or the Hellenistas, which pretty much mean close to the same thing. All right, a Hellenist was a Greek-speaking Jew, and a Hellenista, if I'm not mistaken, pretty close. I'm pretty accurate on it, but it could be worded a little bit differently. It was basically, a Israelite or a Jew that made the Greekish lifestyle their lifestyle and their customs, the same way he is now with the Omega Psi Phi. All down with the bros, whatever your set be, Kappa, Alpha, Omega, Sigma, whatever it is. That's that Greek lifestyle. And that lifestyle is confusion. Trust me. I know. And I've dealt with a lot of people, in these fraternities, in this Greek lifestyle, in my lifetime. And nevertheless, you have to understand that Greek period of when, that 400-year period of Greek Hellenization and on Jacob, and it's still affecting us to this day, as you can see. And he speaks about an incident that happened, and he has no idea or understanding of judgment. All right, he doesn't. And as a matter of fact, let me grab this scripture here. This is Isaiah 8 and 20. And it reads, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And he's speaking about a pastor and all the things they've done. They ain't done nothing. You haven't told the people who their enemy is, who they are, and the impending dangers, and that the end is nigh, and tell them the name of the Lord, tell them the name of Yahweh Shai. I think the Yardburrows, who was a victim of a senseless crime, they've done absolutely nothing for the community. All right, nothing. So without any further ado, Ricky Smiley, and he's not being funny.
I'm off the air now. First of all, I want to thank everybody for listening to the morning show this morning, and we was having a real conversation today talking about gun violence, and it's pretty bad in our communities. A lot of people don't feel safe or whatever, and I want to know what some of your thoughts are, and have a conversation about it, because I'm gonna be totally honest with you, man. I am almost totally afraid to go into any establishment, indoor or outdoor, where there's probably more than 15 or 20 of people that look like me, because I am actually scared. And I'm talking about scared for real. I'm not just anything outside of a comedy club. I really don't feel safe. It's never no drama comedy club, because we performers and people in there laughing, having a good time. But when people are just in an area where everybody's interacting with it.
And I watched the Lord show him wrong and bring some destruction into a comedy club. Remember the guy from Seinfeld and that drama, where he's a nigger, that could have set off some racial mess right there. But what he doesn't understand is that we are under curses, all right? And he's talking about how he's afraid to go here or there. Well, you gotta, first of all, the Lord, the mirth is dead, all right? And if the Lord is with you, you're not gonna be afraid of anything, and your spirit is not gonna cleave or desire the social activities that Jake likes to do. But this is I think it's 54. Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. And it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. See, we're under curses. Most of the fathers are not in the homes, in the houses. And why you think, well, how do we fit that to the T? Shoot and kill each other. Our eyes are evil toward our brothers and our sisters, and toward our children, which we shall leave. That was a curse that was put upon us. And then and when you start reading these curses from the Deuteronomy 28 and 15 chapter on down, you begin to realize, and as you read them, that it only fits one people. Just like here's verse 48. And thou shalt serve thy enemies which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon the neck until upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. That was the slave trade. We were thirsty and hungry, all right, in nakedness and in want of all things, and they put yokes of iron upon our necks until they destroyed us. This is Deuteronomy, starting in verse 45, and it reads, well, I could start at 44, but I'm going to read 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee. See, you're not going to be able to get away from them. They're going to overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. So the Lord even told us why. Because he's got his woman God over his head and his Omega Psi Phi. That's what he believes in. Because see, our people is just too lost in Christianism. And Christianism allows you to do whatever you want to do. You're not held to any standards. Come as you are. And that's not what the Lord is about at all. The Lord has order, law, statutes, and commandments that are to be followed. That's how you please him. And you have to believe on him. You have to do both. All right? You can't believe on the Lord and then violate his laws by eating abominable foods, committing adultery, violating your temple. All right? You have to follow the laws to the best of your ability and believe on Yahushua, the Father and the Son. All right? Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So all you have to do is read the curses in Deuteronomy 28, and you'll see that it applies to nobody except Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Point blank, period, no argument. Which he said people that look like him. That also means he's not acknowledging who his people are. And as brown as his skin is, and even if he's still going to refer to himself as black or his people as black. That goes to show you the lack of knowledge and understanding that is among our people. But yet, his video is called saying what someone needs to say. Ricky, you don't need to do anything but tell jokes. Just shut up, man, and leave the teaching to the men of the Lord. This is Amos 3:7. And it reads, surely Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Only the prophets, man. Know and understand this. And I have the duty and the job to teach our people, but most of you are ignoring. All right? Let's let Ricky speak a little bit more.
Everybody.
Goddamn commercial. You got to be kidding me. Wow. And then I can't click past it because it's saying it's going to play this ad. God damn. And you know, something that's real doesn't need 24/7, 365.
That gets to be really
Advertisement, by the way, when something is actually real, because it would show itself. All right, you don't have to advertise the truth. The truth speaks for itself. You don't have to continuously advertise the truth. I'll say it again.
dangerous when it comes to us. A big brother slash pastor slash mentor, Reverend Yarbrough here in Birmingham, Alabama. Hey Pam, good morning. Daughter was gunned down and killed yesterday when she was at Patton Park, just out celebrating Easter.
Celebrating Easter, not the Passover, but Easter. And how many videos have the men of the Lord done about Easter and what it goes back to its pagan, demonic, source, Ishtar. Bunny rabbits, mammals don't lay eggs. All right. And so I'm not going to go into the whole breakdown about the fertility and the sex and all things involved with Easter. All right. So there it is. He's celebrating Easter and the girl got gunned down. All right. She got gunned down. Why? Because she was marked for death from on high. And you're going to always have someone like, how could you say that? This is Job 4:7. And it reads, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, with a question mark. Or where were the righteous cut off? See, the reverend's daughter wasn't righteous at all. That's why she got cut off. The righteous don't get cut off. And no one dies being innocent. See, there's judgment. She paid for something for something she did in the past, or it could have been her last lifetime. Whatever it is. All the answers are going to be given to you by the prophets. The secrets and the understanding are going to come from the prophets, not from Yalbaro, who went to his enemy's seminary school to learn religion, to learn Christianism, which doesn't line up with the Bible. Ricky. All right. Um, this is Second Ezra, the 14th chapter and the 35th verse. And it reads, and this makes it plain that you get judged after you die, and then you come back and live out your judgment in your new human body. All right. This is 2 Ezra 14:35. For after death shall the judgment come, because they say, "Oh no, you're burning in hell or you're in heaven." No, that's not scriptural. That's theology. That's doctrine. All right. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. All right. Proof in that is in Revelation 1:7. Because the Lord said that those two Edomites, those two Roman soldiers that pierced the Lord when he was on that cross, he said that when he come again, their eyes shall see him. How else can their eyes see them unless they live again? Back to the scripture. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly be declared. And see, Yalbaro's daughters, her unrighteousness, all right, was declared, and she got put to death. Job 4:7, once again, whoever died being innocent, whoever perished being innocent. And the scripture said no one. Where were the righteous cut off? The righteous don't get cut off. So she wasn't righteous at all. She was just celebrating Easter, a pagan holiday, which is against. Now they printed Easter into the Bible, boy. If you look the word up, and if you look it up in the Greek, it's going to say Passover. So why did they put printed Easter in? Because who controls the printing press? Esau, Edom. Right? That's why it's important to study and learn, or at least be able to break down. You don't have to read and write the Greek and the Hebrew fully. The Lord's going to give us all that. But you do want to be able to look at it and understand it enough to where you can break it down. At minimum, you should at least be able to do that. All right? And only the men of the Lord are going to understand this and be able to teach it. This is last scripture. Because the more I listen to Ricky, the more I get angry, because you always got the Lord didn't pick these celebrities. It said that the Israelites are not known in the streets. Right? If he wanted the best rapper, the best funny guy, the best actor, then the truth would have came out of Hollywood. But how can it when Hollywood is run by the people that are being claiming to be who you are and labeled you black when your skin is brown? All right. But this is 1 Corinthians 14:32. And it reads, the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So when the prophets go to the spirit world and then come back here on earth, all right, the prophets have always been the prophets. All right, you don't be a 1/3 one lifetime and then be a 2/3 the next lifetime. That's not how it works. You come back into your lot. Like it told Daniel, to go thy way, and in the end of days. Matter of fact, let me just get it, and we'll close with that. Let me grab that real quick. Instead of me trying to. This is Daniel 12:13, and it reads, but go thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest. I mean, he gonna die, go to the spirit world, and stand in thy lot at the end of days. He's going to come back and prophesy and stand in his lot and be a prophet. Why? Because the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Not Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley is not a prophet. He is a Greek. All right? He's one of those Hellenistas in Acts 6 and 1, Acts 9 and 29. And he's the worst of the Hellenistas, because at least those Hellenistas in Acts 6 and 1 and Acts 9 and 29 were calling upon the name of the Lord. Call Halal Yahweh Bashan Abashai, Basham Bakakwadash, Wa Abba Shalom.